Welcome to Living in Lapland, the podcast where two friends chat about everyday life here in the north of Finland. I'm Sami.
And I'm Tina. And we're so glad you're joining us today.
This podcast is for anyone who wants to practice and improve their English by listening to simple, natural conversations. We just talk, like two normal people, about life up here in Lapland.
Exactly. No complicated words, no rushing, just real conversation. And today we have a really lovely topic.
We're talking about Vappu, which is the Finnish name for May Day. It's celebrated every year on the 1st of May. And this year, the weather was just something else.
It really was. Sunshine and 15 degrees. Here in Lapland. On the 1st of May. I mean, that basically never happens.
Huh? It really doesn't. So we have a lot to talk about. Tina, let's start with you. How was your Vappu this year?
Oh, it was so good. Honestly, one of the best Vappus I've had in years. I woke up in the morning, looked outside, and I just couldn't believe it. The sky was completely blue. The sun was already strong, and I thought, is this real?
Right? Yeah.
Because usually up here on May the 1st, you might still have snow on the ground, or at least it's cold and gray. So 15 degrees felt almost like a different country.
Totally. I actually said out loud to my wife, is this real life? Because 15 degrees in Lapland in May feels like 30 anywhere else. Your body just doesn't expect it.
Exactly. I actually went outside without a jacket in the morning, and my neighbor looked at me like I was completely crazy.
No way.
And I said, "It's 15 degrees." And she said, "Yes, but it's still May Day in Lapland. Put a jacket on." So I did eventually. But it was fine. It was genuinely warm in the sun.
That is so Finnish. Safety first, always.
So Finnish, huh? So what did you get up to, Sami?
So I went to a park with my family. There's a nice open area near the river here in Rovaniemi, and it was just absolutely packed with people. Everyone was out. Families, young people, older people, kids running around, dogs everywhere.
Oh, I can imagine.
And everyone was just so happy. You could really feel the energy. Like the whole city had come out to breathe. We had a picnic on the grass, which for me is a very classic Vappu thing. You spread out a blanket, you bring some food, and you just sit there in the sun.
That's such a classic Vappu image.
Yeah, and we had the traditional Vappu foods. Tippaleipä, which is this fried pastry, kind of crispy and sweet, and sima, which is a homemade drink. It's a bit like lemonade, but slightly fermented and gently bubbly.
Oh, I love sima.
It's so good, and it's one of those things that just taste like Vappu. You know how some foods or drinks immediately remind you of a specific time or feeling?
Oh, absolutely.
Sima is like that for me. I smell it and I immediately feel like a child again, excited for summer to come.
That's so sweet. And actually, but I made sima this year too. First time in a few years.
Really? How did it turn out?
Pretty good. Though I think I let it ferment maybe just a tiny bit too long.
Oh no.
It was fine, totally fine. Just a little more bubbly than usual. When I opened the bottle, it was very enthusiastic. My friends thought it was hilarious.
Ha, an extra bubbly Vappu.
Exactly. That was just the Vappu spirit coming through. So besides the sima situation, I had a few friends come over in the afternoon for a little garden party. Nothing big, maybe 6 or 7 people. We had sausages on the grill.
Oh yeah.
Some salads, some good bread, and of course, a bit of sparkling wine. Because that's basically a Vappu tradition, isn't it?
Sparkling wine and Vappu absolutely go together. It just feels right. There's something about that combination. Warm sun, good friends, and a glass of something bubbly that feels like a reward after winter.
Yes, a reward. That's such a good word for it. Because the winter really is long here.
Very long. And I think that's actually the key to understanding why Vappu is so special in Finland, and especially here in Lapland. For people who didn't grow up in Finland, it might seem confusing. Because officially, May Day is a workers' holiday in many countries. There are political speeches and parades and so on.
Right, yeah.
And in Finland, those roots are still there. You do still see some parades and events. But for most people today, it's really just a celebration of spring and the start of summer. It's emotional, almost.
It really is. I think after a Finnish winter, which is dark and cold and can feel like it goes on forever, when May arrives and the sun is finally warm again, something just lifts inside you. like a weight you didn't realize you were carrying.
Exactly.
I actually sat outside with my coffee first thing in the morning, just doing nothing, just sitting. And that sounds so simple. But after months of winter, just sitting outside in the warmth felt like the biggest luxury in the world.
I know exactly what you mean. Your whole body just relaxes. Like your shoulders drop and you think, okay, we made it.
We survived. Huh, that's exactly it.
And for students, Vappu is also a really big deal, especially university students. They have these colorful overalls, like work suits but in bright colors. And they wear them and go out in big groups. It's very festive and social.
Oh, yes. I remember wearing mine when I was a student. You feel so proud. And every faculty, like engineering or medicine or arts, they all have their own color. So when you see someone, you know where they studied just from the color of their overalls.
That's right, yeah.
It's a really fun tradition. And people decorate their overalls with little badges and patches over the years, so they become kind of like a memory book.
I love that. So the overalls tell your whole student story. How many years you studied, what events you went to, who your friends were. It's almost like a scrapbook you wear.
Exactly, a scrapbook you wear. I love that.
And you know what else I noticed this year? The river path near the center of town was completely full of people all day long. Cyclists, joggers, families with pushchairs, people just walking slowly and enjoying the sunshine. It was such a good sight. And people were talking to strangers, which honestly is not something we usually do up here in January.
No. In January, everyone walks as fast as possible with their hood up, not making eye contact.
Exactly. But in the sun, suddenly everyone is your friend. I think sunshine just makes people more open, more relaxed. We become different people here when summer comes.
That's so true. And it really shows you how much the seasons affect the way we feel and behave. It's like the whole community wakes up again.
Yes. And I think for our listeners who maybe live somewhere that has warm weather all year, it might be hard to understand just how powerful that first warm day feels. It's almost overwhelming in a good way.
Right, like pure joy, pure simple joy.
Okay, and can we talk about the evenings? Because that was something really special this year too.
Oh yes, the light.
We were sitting outside at 9 o'clock at night, and it was still completely bright, still daylight. And that, for me, is the beginning of my absolute favorite time of year, those long light evenings.
Same. I had friends over and we sat outside talking until almost 10 at night, and you could still see everything clearly. No streetlights needed, just natural light. And it only gets more extreme from here. By midsummer, the sun barely sets at all. It just kind of dips toward the horizon and then comes back up. You can be outside at midnight and read a book without a lamp.
It's truly one of the most special things about living up here. And for people who have never experienced it, it's very hard to describe. You just have to be here and live it.
You really do. It's one of those things where photos don't quite capture it. The feeling of standing outside in full sunlight at 11 at night is just magical, a little surreal.
Surreal is the right word. And Vappu is really the beginning of all that. It's the moment you feel it starting. The days getting longer, the warmth coming back, the light returning. It's like a signal.
Yes, permission, like you said before. Permission to enjoy life outdoors again. I already can't wait for next year's Vappu, and this one just happened.
Same. Hopefully the sun cooperates again.
Fingers crossed. Okay, I think that's a good place to wrap up today's episode. What a topic, though. I could talk about Vappu all day.
We really could. All right, thank you so much for listening to Living in Lapland today. We hope you enjoyed the conversation and maybe picked up some new words and phrases along the way.
If there's a word or phrase you heard today that you want to understand better, feel free to listen again. That's one of the best ways to learn. And if you have a question, or if you want to tell us how you celebrate May Day in your country, we'd really love to hear from you.
We'll be back soon with another episode of Living in Lapland. Until then, take care of yourselves and enjoy the sunshine wherever you are in the world.
See you next time.